Alright guys, so 2 months ago I said I was going to occasionally do these little videos with you guys. I'd like to address a couple of things, and I'd like to kind of share some theory that I've recently come up with by doing this research. Now, the first thing I want to address is that I got an email 2 days ago in regards to a Reddit post. Apparently a subscriber or someone just listened to the channel and then said moral dilemma. That was the title of the Reddit post, moral dilemma. And then proceeded to annihilate my character in the channel. Because I had received a email a week ago from a subscriber out of Utah, and they were talking about a case I had never even heard of, the disappearance of Susan Powell. And the email from the person who sent it to me had said they were like a pest control person, and they had seen some sort of cryptid in the crawl space of the Powell's home. Shortly thereafter, Susan Powell was or had disappeared. Body never discovered. Her husband a while later then killed his 2 sons and himself before setting the house on fire that they were in. It blew up in an explosion. Now, excuse me. Now, I never once said this guy was a hero. This is what this Redditor said, that I said this guy was a hero. No. I never said that. The guy, even if they were getting stalked by whatever creature this pest control person saw to cause harm to your children or a child in general, it makes you a piece of crap in my eyes. I'm a parent. I never ever said this guy was anything good. You know, he could have done something completely different. Second, the woman and her remains have never been found. People have claimed to have found her, clues, this, and that. I think it's going to be one of those cases where they never find her and they never know the answers. I don't know if what this person told me was true or not. I know that he had mentioned a lot of key places in the location. I'm waiting for an email back from the person. But what I did say is that whatever this pest control guy saw possibly killed Susan Powell. And then the husband, mentally not being able to deal with whatever happened, killed the kids, killed himself, and then blew up the house. Or this thing may have stalked the family, and that's all he needed. That's all he knew how to do. So if this person that made this moral dilemma as the title of their Reddit page is watching, go back and listen, because I never once said that he was a hero. And for you to have a moral dilemma about a upload that I have and then go post it on some pile of crap, it's Reddit to me is like the National Enquirer. You're going to these people who have no lives to search for information. and then they go and annihilate me. I really don't care. I wanted to address this because I never once said this guy was a hero. He's a scumbag. Either way you look at it, he killed his kids. There was something he could have done. Either way. If something was chasing him and his family, could have done something different. Or if he really did what people think that happened. No one knows what happened. It's a theory of what happened. Can't prove anything because there's first no body, unfortunately. Second, there's no evidence of anything, just that she disappeared. It's wicked hot up in upstate New York today. It's like 90 degrees, and for some reason I got a frog in my throat. The next thing I kind of want to talk to you about is tonight I did 2 uploads as I've normally done for the last couple months, 6 months now, a day. And tonight I did an upload about William Cooper, who was a participant in the Battle of Dulce, naval intelligence, a whistleblower, and ultimately paid the price with his life by the government. Now, something that popped out to me in that upload was he had done a lecture in 1989. He was doing this lecture in 1989. What are we? 30, almost 35 years ago, something like that. And he was talking about disclosures, soft disclosures, and how the government is using movies, is using television, books to make these soft disclosures. There was an author that actually worked for the United States government, writing stories about UFOs and alien abductions and stuff like that. Well, that statement really hit home because we have a ton of movies that talk about Dogmen, Bigfoot, skinwalkers, shapeshifters, the rake. We don't even know where the story, the creepypasta of the rake, originated from. All of a sudden, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, bam, we're hit with the rake. Prior to that, there were people seeing these little creatures all around with no name for them. We just didn't know what to call them. People now call them the crawlers or whatever. And I think as of today, right now, and so on until the government admits it, that's their soft disclosure. So the public doesn't lose their marbles. You know, that's why William Cooper said, hey, this is why we're doing these soft disclosures with the movies, with television, and books, because we don't want the public to lose their mind. The stock market would crash, this, and that will happen. And it makes a lot of sense, because if you think about it, if the public all of a sudden was aware of these creatures and their existence, what would happen? The crap would hit the fan. Sorry about that. I had to pause quick because I heard my daughter walk by the studio. I had to get her some cereal at 9 o'clock at night. So yeah, the crap would hit the fan if like William Cooper said in his 89 lecture, if the public was made aware, like actually he was talking about Kennedy, how Kennedy wanted to release this information about Dulce, about the Dumbs, about the treaty signed with these aliens, the civilization as we know it, because Russia and the United States were working hand in hand. And I think that's the same way with cryptids. I think they have been aware that these things exist, and they just want to keep it quiet. But they eventually know, hey, with the internet and all of these encounters coming out, it was easy to cover up before the internet. But then once the internet came, they're like, man, someone's gonna find out. Someone's going to get a great picture, a great video, and we are not going to be able to discredit this. The people will not be able to debunk it. They will realize this is real. So that is why I believe all of these movies and stuff are coming out. Yet they are very far-fetched movies. And I think they're made to be like that. So it just kind of leaves that in the back of your brain. Like, hey, these could be real. But look how crazy that was, you know? Now, with that being said, I have been fascinated with the paranormal for a long time, even before my experience in '94. And I'm kind of getting tired of hearing that word researcher. Because we're all researchers if you think about it. We all spend time and we all have theories about these goings on, whether it be UFO, whether it be conspiracy theories. And I only say conspiracy theories because that's the word to use so people know what we're talking about. Cryptids. Now, when we read any of these, or we listen, or we go out and do it, then we become researchers. We are researching, whether we're at home or what. I don't think anybody can discredit anyone. It's kind of hard to do because we're talking about something that we're told doesn't exist. So by discrediting one person, so let's say I am a person who has written 6 books and I appeared on the Discovery Channel, and I want to discredit some guy who just listens to YouTube and goes out hiking, really just, kind of an armchair researcher. I don't know what the term would be, just researcher. That person who wrote those 6 books is no better of a researcher than the person who didn't. Theories are theories, whether they come, so I think we all have something valid to offer. I really do. It's amazing that term researcher. It's a terrible word, because then we take the if let's say you put that word onto someone's name, automatically that gives them some sort of title. Why? Because there's a word called word researcher at the end of their name? That makes no sense. That's stupid. That's really stupid. If you think about it, it's really stupid. So we all have something valid to offer, all of us, and it's that's what makes this community grow and become what we are, what we've become. There are strange things going on, Hollywood movies, whatever happened in Amarillo, Texas, which I believe is a publicity stunt. Makes sense if you think about it, with all of the stuff going on, and so the community has grown. Not just the channel, but the community as a whole, the paranormal community, which is great, awesome. Now the next thing I want to talk about is these attacks. That's another thing on this Reddit post, really quick too. I am not trying to tie all of these attacks and missing people things to Dogman. And I've never really said that. I've never ever said that. My channel is called Dogman Encounters with Jeff Nadolny for a reason. I'm not going to share that reason now. But I'm changing it. I'm going to be changing it probably this month. I've got a title all picked out. My name's still going to be in it. But I have my reasons of why I named my channel that. And it's probably not anything that anybody is thinking of. I will share it the day I change the name. Now, I am not saying, hey, every attack is Dogman related. I 100% believe the Cott County, Tennessee, Amber Miller, Tony Aarons was Dogman related. 100%. Do I think the people who disappeared, the couple with their child and their dog in Yosemite was Dogman related? No, and I never once said it was. So I kind of want to clear that up, because I don't think that. And these like, I don't even know what to call them, that like to use the Reddit and badmouth people because they get karma. Neckbeards, male and female neckbeards, I guess is what I'll call them. But that's not what I care about. Like, I just want to get answers, just like everyone else. I'm sick of people like me, the channel, other channels getting bad raps because we're on YouTube, because we're talking about stuff we love. We love it. I don't really agree with every channel out there, but you know what? They have something to offer. And the people who annihilate people like me and other channels, and I'm not going to mention other channels because I don't want to, because I don't like the drama that associates when you start doing that. But like, we are on YouTube because we love it. We love meeting people. We love to share. We love to take in. I learn more from you guys on a daily basis. I've got emails up the wazoo. I've got texts up the wazoo that I've got to respond to with encounters, experiences, theories. So I'm gaining valid information. On top of, I started the channel because I didn't know what else to do with my time. I was sick. And I just wanted to do something. I could barely walk. But I wanted to talk about things that I enjoyed. Cryptids, paranormal. And because of that, I get annihilated all the time. I don't care about that anymore. I just want to get to the truth with you guys. And even if you don't like me, we can still get to the truth together. We don't have to, there's channels out there that don't like me. There's channels out there that I don't like. But I don't badmouth them. And we can get to the truth together. And I think that's the most, the valid thing to talk about is that. We kind of need to just figure out, hey, but there's always kind of that gloom and doom in the back, which really ruins it. I just want you guys to help me and me help you get to the truth, or just share new theories. So yeah, that's kind of the addressing of today, my address, whatever. I just wanted to talk to you guys. You guys are awesome, and I think we all play a pivotal role in this community to get to the truth. So with that, I guess, tonight's upload about Bill Cooper was truly kind of eye-opening with that statement he made about, in this lecture about JFK and aliens and why the assassination happened and why we have these soft disclosures. And I believe that's what's happening with the cryptids right now. So, and I can't say I know. I think I believe, because I don't know for 100%, because I'm not part of the government. And if I was, then that'd be messed up. I don't want to be part of that dirty, corrupt world. I'm just happy that I'm here with you guys on a daily basis. Because honestly, I have the time to research and share what I find. And none of it, it's not all Dogman related, and that's why I'm working on, or that's why I worked on a title or new name for the channel. But I think it's all connected, and it all has something to do with a center. And with that, I'm sorry if this isn't what you expected to hear, but I want you guys to know that I love y'all. I really do. You guys friggin' rock. I have the best subscribers out there. So thank you. Thank you for taking this voyage with me. And let's continue to get to the truth. Have a nice night. May the Great Spirit watch over us. And may He guide us down that path that we call life. And do me a favor, check out tonight's upload about Bill Cooper, because it's really eye-opening. It's a lecture he did in '89, 12 years before he was assassinated. And he actually talks about his assassination in this lecture he did. So, with that, my friends, see ya.